Welcome to the Entrepreneur Evolution Podcast. This is our Entrepreneur Express Tip episode. I'm your host, Annette Walter, and this is the place where I share weekly business tips in 5 minutes or less to help you regroup from your week and prepare to launch into next week. Let's get started. Hi there, entrepreneur. Welcome to this week's episode of the Entrepreneur Evolution Podcast. This is our Express Tip where I, your host, Annette Walter, shares a business tip in 5 minutes or less to help you regroup from your week and get ready to propel and launch into next week. Today, I want to share with you just some thoughts on the importance of being a part of a mastermind and being a part of a roundtable, a peer advisory roundtable, okay? That's the kind of traditional name for them. The newer name for them has been masterminds. Personally, I have been a part of a mastermind since 2009. Okay. And honestly, I would have never, ever gotten to this point in my life, in my businesses, without having a group of like-minded entrepreneurs to hold me accountable, to challenge and hold me to the mat, and really provide a safe place for me to show up, be vulnerable, and vent and process my issues, okay? So what is a mastermind or a peer advisory group? They are a small group of individuals. Typically, they are in non-competing industries. I have been in some where there are actually businesses of the same industry or same sector. However, they're in different geographic locations. So typically they are non-competing companies, okay? And they are there to have a seat, to sit and process things on a consistent basis. Typically, they are monthly. My masterminds, I host 2 masterminds here at iEvolve Consulting. Ours happen to be bi-weekly, and I do that because it keeps the momentum and the accountability going at a better, faster pace. So I feel like we accomplish almost twice as much as we do than meeting 12 times a year. So basically, a roundtable, a mastermind, is a place where you show up to be you, and you do a check-in, and then you typically process a leadership topic that is relevant in that time frame, and that's delivered by the facilitator. And then you do a clarifying segment of the roundtable. And this is where you can uncover any issues that need to be processed and process them with the group so that you get clarity and you can go and make better decisions. And then it's followed typically by a checkout. And each group really is different. I've been in some mastermind groups where basically it's just hot seats where you show up, and if you have anything pressing that day, you raise your hand and you throw your issue out to the group and you go through it. There are some that are educational. There's some that are informative. There are some that are really run by the peers, and the facilitator just kind of guides the conversation. So whatever you're looking for, I've also coached a lot of facilitators who run different masterminds. So if you need some perspective, if it's something that you've been thinking about for a while, just know that this is something that should be good for you. It should be a good chemistry with the facilitator and a good chemistry with the group so that you feel comfortable showing up and really being open and honest with the group so that you can be as open and honest with yourself and gain as much momentum as you can and want and deserve from that time for yourself and with the group. So if you have any questions, I know that this time of year there is a massive push to get into January groups. A lot of people have limited spacing. I encourage you to check out the 2 groups that we have here at iEvolve Consulting that I facilitate. The first is our Business Builder Mastermind. These are for our newer businesses that are really in, starting to climb that mountain. And then we have our Entrepreneur evolution empowerment group. And these are for our seasoned, established businesses that really have set revenues, set teams, and are making those monumental climbs, continuing up the mountain past new huge revenue marks. So new level, new devil. And at every level, you really need someone to help you there. So I encourage you to look at masterminds and to be a part of one. It will be worth your time if it's the right fit, and you will gain so much out of it. It will lift you up. It will elevate your business. And again, if I hadn't lived it and breathed it and didn't continue to invest in it since 2009, I would not be sharing this with you. So I'm a liver of it. I'm a believer of it. And I'm just so grateful for the groups that we have here at iEvolve. And I encourage you to visit the groups and to book a session with me to talk more about your business and the groups and how they can help you. That's all I have for today. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all of the reviews. And thanks for sharing this. I love your feedback, and I love hearing what topics you want to hear about, what guests you want to hear from. And I'm just really proud of you, entrepreneur. Keep evolving. I will talk to you soon.